Hey guys, welcome to the show. Let's make sure all the sound is working well and everything is all right. That sounds good. That looks good. Let's see. Do I like this or do I like that? Let's see. I think that one looks a little bit better. You guys tell me, what do you think? You like this one or this one? I kind of like this one a little bit better. Makes it look like a TV. Anyway, welcome to the show. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. I am a Canadian Sri Lankan citizen, semi-retired in Sri Lanka. I want to thank you for joining me on my midweek podcast. I don't know why I call it that, but that's what it is. Update, Sri Lanka hot. It is 10:45 in the morning and it is hot. I'm dying here. Number one, my work schedule is going to be the death of me. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to handle this, but I'll sacrifice. The money is just way too good with this new UK job. Just way too good. Anyway, what else is going on? Stock market is doing insanely well today. Well, my portfolio is. Well, the market is up. The Sri Lankan stock market broke 18,000. The all stock index broke 18,000 last week. It's at 18,149. First time in history. And it's continuing to go up. It had a correction of about 1 to 2% over the last week, but it's back up today. So everything that was lost last week is back up in one day. So that's the thing. It's profit taking, people taking profits. I was at 60%. I'm at 58.9. I don't care. 60% profit. I got all my dividend papers today. All my dividend papers came in today from last month. So I can file that with my taxes. Taxes, I have to pay those in 3 weeks. I have to pay taxes, which reminds me I have to go refile my document because it was incorrect, the document I submitted. Let's see here. So I have to go back to my anyway. I did a show. I talked to you guys about taxes and I was confused as to what's going on. And like I said, the difference is that here you have to estimate how much you're going to earn, and then the government will ask you for money. So I have to redo that because I now have the income numbers. Anyway, today we're just going to talk about the things I love about life. Why do I do what I do, and why do I do it? Why do I do it? Guys, thank you again for joining me. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. I am your host for today. Please join in the conversation. Say hi. Let me know where you're from, what's going on, and how you're doing. I'll be more than happy to chat with you and answer any questions that you have. I do provide life coaching sessions. So please click the link down below, buy me a coffee, go to the membership page or other, and then you can actually purchase time from me without having to watch all my videos, and I can fine tune my life experiences to help you. I've done it before, a few people, where I have given them some, I'd like to say, fatherly advice. Let me know what you guys think. So today, busy day. Lots of students, lots of new students. My goodness. I have to go to the Korean embassy next week to get my pension papers authenticated. I call them up. First of all, their voicemail system doesn't work. Press 1 for English, doesn't go to English. Call them up and I say, hi, I used to be a Korean visa holder. I have a Korean pension. I need some documents which I'm sending to the Korean Pension Service authenticated by you. Oh, so you're a Korean national? No, I'm a Korean visa holder, former. I need to submit documents to the National Pension Service. I need them authenticated by you. Oh, what citizenship? It doesn't matter what's it. How long have you been in Sri Lanka? It doesn't matter. That doesn't make a difference as to the end result. Whether I'm Azerbaijanian or Sri Lankan, it doesn't matter. The document is a Korean document that needs to be authenticated against my Korean documents. Okay? My Korean ID needs to be authenticated against this piece of paper that I'm sending to Korea in Korean. And then I call them and I finally speak to someone. Oh, can you email me the documents that you're wanting? Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to turn into a whole big issue, and I'm going to have to get Princess Jasmine. I'm going to have to send her a letter of power of attorney so that she can go and do it for me. I'm going to have to pay her to do that because it's her time. Oh, just a pain in the ass, man. Let me tell you. I don't even know if can she go? I don't even know where she goes to do it because it's not in Seoul. It's in Sejong City, which is far from Seoul. It's like 2 hours from Seoul. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's a lot of money too. I hate yelling at people, but it just drives me insane, the insanity of customer service. So, yeah, my visa expires on Saturday. So under Korean law, the money I put into my pension, I get a lump sum refund of that pension money. So might as well get it now. That's what I'm going to talk about in one of my vlogs in the future, is the scam not scam, but the misinformation the government gives you about your pension. Oh, don't take early pension because you'll get more money if you wait 5 years. But what about the 4 or 5 years of money that you would have received that you could have, number one, used, or number two, invested? Right? If you look at, and I'm going to talk about this, the life of your pension. So from 60 to 80, let's say, is 20 years. The money that you would get in 20 years versus 15 versus 10, right? The difference between 10 and 20 is about $5,000 over 20 years. It's not a huge amount of money over 20 years. You can make more by investing your money for 20 years. Okay? So I'll explain it more in detail in a video that's coming up. Anyway, what else is going on? Guys, can you just give me 1 second, please? right. Thanks again, guys, for waiting. So, things that make me happy, things that bring me joy, things that I do for my happiness. What makes me happy? Why do I live? I don't have kids. I don't have family. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a wife. Why do I exist? What makes me tick? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. I do want to, again, thank everybody for joining in on the conversation. I do live streams on Wednesday and Sunday at this time. And new videos come up on Monday and Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are the shorts. So 7 days a week of content. Why don't you join me? Please like, comment, share. Comment would really help because the comments show that you like the content, and then the algorithm takes that information and then puts my channel in front of other people like you, which is what I really need. I need the algorithm to get me in front of other people. So please, please comment. So tired today. I started exercising. I have 85 days to lose 10 kilos. I'd like to lose 15 kilos, which is doable if I exercise more. So I've set up a schedule in my calendar, which is going to kill me, but I got to do it. Lady Sarah has decided she's coming. Lady Sarah has decided to come to Cebu to meet up with me, and she might bring her mom. So this will be the first time I'm meeting her mom. Her mom knows about me, but doesn't know that I'm a guy. Doesn't know how old I am. She just knows that I'm a friend. So this is going to be an interesting meeting for the first time. Her mom is a very traditional Korean Christian woman. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. The next step in our relationship. Carcerate. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. Where are you calling from? I truly, truly appreciate you taking the time to watch. I'm assuming you watch a couple of my videos and that you like what I'm doing. If you could please do me a favor and comment in my videos that you like or that you're watching. It would really, really help the algorithm. Okay, I truly appreciate that. Listen, brother, I'm telling you, I'm not always right. I'm just making suggestions on what not to do or the mistakes that I made in my 20s and 30s. And you can follow along with the things that I'm doing now that may lead to some, I don't want to say what I'm doing is right. I want to say that what I'm doing is right for me. And I'm doing all the research to figure out how to do it so that you don't have to. Okay. Or that you can, you can do the research, but you already know, I've laid the foundation for success is probably a better way of saying it, because I don't like saying that I'm right. I'm right for me. I may not be right for you. So thank you so much for your very positive. This is what I love, and this is why I do what I do. Okay. This is why I do what I do. Thank you again so much. I appreciate it. So Lady Sarah, we talked last night. I found her a flight. I used ChatGPT, and so South Korea has a long holiday. It's actually 12 days. So it's a couple different holidays. So it's like Thanksgiving and then a couple of other holidays, like single days. So what it works out to be is in October. So October 2nd is Foundation Day. So that's the foundation of the country. That's a Friday. And we have Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is Chuseok, which is Thanksgiving. And then Thursday is Hangul Day, which is Korean Language Day, that celebrate the creation of the Korean language. And Friday, you need to take a day off. Now, most people are going to, so that you can take a holiday from Friday till Sunday. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 10 days. 10 days holiday. Okay. If you take one day off on Friday, it's 10 days. Now, because it's such a long holiday in a row, airline tickets are ridiculous. Normally, a ticket from Korea to Cebu is about $100 to $150 US round trip. Any day during the vacation time is $900 on a budget airline. On a budget airline with no luggage. So what I did was, she can't take any extra days off. Like, if she wants a cheaper ticket, she has to leave on Tuesday or Wednesday. So she has to take an extra 2 days off on the front end and an extra 1 day off on the back end to even get a discount of to the ticket price of about $500. So what I did was, I worked around with ChatGPT and I figured out that if she leaves on Saturday night, Sunday morning, 2 a.m. Sunday morning, so she loses Friday and Saturday, and she lands Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and she returns the following Sunday. So she gets 7 days. Instead of 10 days, she'll get 7 days. It's only $700. So you save about $200. I told her, you can come on the Thursday morning, or sorry, the Friday morning, but it's $900. She goes, it's not worth it for an extra 2 days. Right? So she's coming over. We found her a place in the same condo that I'm staying at. I don't mind her staying with me, but if she's coming with her mom, that's going to be uncomfortable. So that's why she's getting her own place. Ocean View. You're funny. You're funny. You don't know me very well, do you? You haven't watched a lot of my videos. Thank you very much for joining. I truly appreciate it. Let me know where you're calling from, where you're watching from. I greatly appreciate that. Lady Sarah is my best friend. I call her, I have nicknames for all my friends. Lady Sarah, Princess Jasmine, Empress Bethany. Or Lady B, I call her sometimes. I have like very unique, not unique, but just, names that invoke an image of the person. And these are all just friends. Okay, well, except for my ex-girlfriend, Alice. Lady Sarah and I did date 10 years ago, but we're just friends now. That's all. And I will never, ever in my life, ever get married. Ever. Maybe in the future, I talked about this last time. The back of my mind, I'm kind of thinking for in my 70s and 80s, maybe I'm going to need someone to help take care of it. If I'm living overseas, and I kind of see how my friends are doing in the Philippines and in Thailand. They met some really nice women, like a bunch of my friends, and they got married, and they're, the age difference is there, But who am I going to leave my money to? Lady Sarah doesn't need it. Princess Jasmine doesn't need it. My parents don't need it. Well, they'll be dead. And my brother doesn't need it. There's no one in my life that needs my estate. So why don't I benefit someone with that money, or a family, and have someone? It's kind of mean to say that, but that's the culture over there. They have that, let me take care of you. I want to take care of you. I've met Filipino and Thai women like that, like the wives of my friends, and they're well-educated, intelligent, loving, caring human beings, and it's just a different culture. But the other thing is also that I probably am going to return to Sri Lanka in my old age and retire here. Like, not retire, be taken care of in my old age, in my 80s and my 90s. I'll be up and about, but I'll still need someone to help me, to watch over me. And by then I'll have enough money to pay for the luxury place that I know I want to live at. Or maybe I'll do it in Thailand or in Vietnam or in some place. I don't know. That's still far. That's still 20 years away. So, but it's in the back of my mind. But Lady Sarah, no. First of all, I do love her as a family member. She is, if you guys watch my videos from our trips, you'll see she's stunningly beautiful. She's super intelligent. She's financially stable, independently wealthy. She has more money than me, but I could never marry her. Absolutely not. Our personalities we would butt heads too much. She's too independent. I prefer a more traditional woman, just from the generation I grew up in. That's all. I'm 56 years old, so I grew up in the different generation, so my taste is a little bit different. And also, I would never get involved in a relationship because I don't want kids and I don't want a relationship. It's not fair to be in a relationship with a woman if there's no future. So I don't. And that's just the kind of honest man I am. That's why I get along so well with Sarah and Jasmine and any other of the female friends I have, because we're just friends. And they happen to be really beautiful because they're women who I was attracted to at one time. But for one reason or another, we didn't pursue a relationship, or the relationship never took off, and we became friends. Sarah and I had a short relationship 10 years ago, but yeah. Now we've traveled now like 4 times. And this is a last minute trip. Like, we weren't going to meet up this year, but I kept pestering her and commenting and saying, you gotta come. And, like, if I don't see her every 6 months, I'm gonna lose my mind. She's that close of a friend. But wedding bells, no. I would never. First of all, I'm never getting married. Second of all, I could never marry her because of the difference in personalities. But they say that the true test of any relationship is traveling together. And if you can travel together and still not kill the person, then you are compatible. But I mean, physically we're compatible, intellectually we're compatible. There's just a small emotional maturity that is not there yet, because she's still young. She's only in her early 30s. So she's a good person. Just, I can't, what's the word? how do I put it? I can't. It's so hot. I'm dying here. It's like 38 degrees. Ugh. I can't. I have no patience. That's what it is. I have very little patience. So when she does things and doesn't listen to my opinion, after showing her, or proving to her that my opinion is valid, I get frustrated. That's why I can never have kids, because I live a very logical life, and when people don't comprehend the logic of what I'm trying to impart, I get frustrated, and it annoys me. And when you're in a relationship, you can't just walk away. And I don't wish to compromise. That's the other thing. I've been alone for 20 years, so I'm very comfortable in doing what I want when I want without anybody telling me or guilting me. That's another reason why Sarah and I get along so well. Sam, I'm going to go get a massage and I'm going to go eat. Do you want to come? No? Okay. See you later. All right. Keep your phone on. Let me know where you are and what's going on and when you're coming. Just so I'm, not worried. She goes, okay. No stress, no drama. Right? So that's the other thing. And, when she comes in October, she'll come with her mom. We'll have a fun time. My friend Tim is there, so it'll be fun. It'll be exciting. We'll go do things. And then I'm going to try to convince her to come back, because I'll be there till March. So in February is another long holiday. So in that one, I'm going to ask her to come and we'll go to Bohol for a week. So that'll be a good trip. All right. So what else? That's one of the things that keeps me sane. And the things that I love about life is my friends. So Anuj is going to probably come down during the holidays, maybe for Christmas, maybe for New Year. He'll probably, I'll try to convince him to come down. My friend, you guys maybe have saw him 2 years ago, California Dave, who lives up in Supik, who I met and made close friends with when I was living in Supik. I'm going to try to convince him to come down, or I might go up to Supik Bay because I have friends in Angeles City. So maybe for a week, I'll go up to Angeles City and see my friends there. The problem is if I go there, I'll party too much and I'll drink too much because they're all club guys. So I don't really want to do that. The other thing is that I love to travel. I love to go to new places and meet new people. I love, like even when I went on a little staycation, I talked to people. And Sarah always, whenever we go on vacation, she's always like, how do you talk to people like that? I said, well, that was my job in Korea was, I was a host. I was a social butterfly. I have no problem in talking to people because I make it a common thing. Most of the people you see, they're on vacation, right? Oh, hi, where are you from? Oh, that's wonderful. And then you make a common thing. They're from China. Oh, yeah. What city in China? Such a beautiful place. I visited there once before. Oh, you did? What? I love the food. It was so amazing. Or I've always wanted to go there. I hear the food is really good. And then they want to talk about themselves. Always get people to talk about themselves or their, what they're about. And it's a fun time killer. Like when you're on a boat traveling from one place to another, or in a bus or something like that. And they're just short-term friendships. It's not like you're going to have lunch with these people or anything like that. I've done it before. I've invited people. Hey, you guys want to come meet up for dinner? Oh, unfortunately, we're leaving today. Oh, that's too bad. Well, you know, so yeah, Lady Sarah finds it funny when I do that. Jasmine doesn't, because she's a social butterfly like me. Jasmine and I, she can't go on vacation that much anymore because of her boyfriend. But when she was single and when she first started dating him, I invited them both to come. But he can't go on vacation anymore because of his job. And she doesn't want to go without him, which I understand. But Jasmine and I have been on vacation twice, and Lady Sarah and I have been on vacation 4 times now. Jasmine, was it twice or 3 times? Twice. Yeah, twice. Once to Pattaya and twice to Pattaya. Pattaya. Twice. Yeah, she came twice to Pattaya. So, Lady Sarah, we've been to Pattaya twice. Krabi once, Vietnam once, and this time will be Cebu. Yeah. No. Jasmine has been Pattaya twice and Cebu once. So Jasmine's 3 times. So 2 years ago, she came to Cebu with me. And then she did Pattaya twice. So Princess Jasmine came 2 times by herself and 1 time with her boyfriend. Yeah. Dana, I've been on vacation twice with her, 3 times. Twice to Sri Lanka and once to Japan. Yui came and met me in Pattaya once. Anuj has met me in Pattaya like every time, 3-4 times now. I only started meeting up with friends in the last 3 years after I left Korea, obviously. Because when I'm in Korea, I can meet up my friends anytime. But now that I've left Korea, that's when I start traveling with my friends. California Dave met me in Pattaya. Yeah, when I was in Pattaya, I met 9 friends who came and visited me in Pattaya. The first time I went on vacation like 3 years ago, which was great. It was so great. And then last time I was in Bangkok, also, I met Juan in Bangkok because he lives in Thailand. So on my trip way back to Sri Lanka after Vietnam, I had a 1-day layover, a 1.5-day layover in Bangkok. So I ended up meeting him for dinner, which was great. So travel, I love travel, and food. Oh my gosh. I so love food. I could just eat and eat and eat good food. Sushi, lobster, crab. Fish I'm not a huge fan of, other than salmon. Fish I'm not a huge fan because it's the bones. And grilled, fried fish, baked fish, it's not that appetizing to me. Pork, has to be done really, really well. Pork ribs, American barbecue, love. I miss it. American brisket. If I can find a good American brisket shop in Cebu, I'm gonna love it. And also McDonald's, because there is no McDonald's. Well, that's a good question. I don't drink anymore, or I don't like drinking anymore. But when I go out in Pattaya with my friends, there's a couple of places I like to go. So there's a friend of mine owns a little bar in the back of Tree Town. So I'll go visit her. She's the owner there. And we just hang out. So that's like after dinner, we'll have pre-drinks there. For dinner and drinks, I like to go to Beach Road, Soy 13. And the name of it's a restaurant. It's not a bar. It's a restaurant. And it is 2-for-1 cocktails happy hour. And it is called Kamikaze Seafood and Steak, Beach Road and Soy 7. Yeah, Soy 7. Between Central Pattaya and Hard Rock Hotel. It's Kamikaze Seafood right on Beach Road. So they have amazing seafood, scallops and crab, and 2-for-1 cocktails from 5 to 7, I think it is. I can't remember the time, but they have 2-for-1 cocktails. So that's my first favorite. Bars. So Tree Town, my friend has one. LK Metro. There's a place called Area 51, which is a tech house music place. So I know the Mama-san there, and I only go there because they have play great music. I like dance music, house music, so I enjoy there. And on Walking Street, it would be iBar, because I know the general manager there. And they have a nice place. Downstairs I go. I don't go upstairs. I go downstairs. I always get a table. I always get a bottle of champagne, and I just sit there with a bottle of champagne. I don't have to get up. I don't have to be crowded. I have a table. I put in my earplugs, and I just sit and enjoy a bottle of champagne, because I love champagne. The good question. I never want to get married, but you don't have to satisfy your carnal needs by being married. Although that is the traditional way, there are, I date. But that's my private life. I don't really talk a lot about the intimate details of my private life. But the carnal needs are, let's just say, I don't worry too much about it. It's taken care of. But I'm kind of like, I don't want to be in a relationship because of the man I am. I know that what I want is not fair to a woman. And the kind of woman that I want to be with would be my equal. An intelligent, competent, successful woman. She would not want to be with me because I'm not flexible. I won't compromise. Any kind of woman who would wish to be with me would not be the kind of woman I would want to be with. So that's why I won't get married. I will date, and I do. Lots of girlfriends. Just look at my old videos. Just look at my old videos. Look at my Facebook from my time in Korea. And when I travel, I date. Absolutely, I date. That's one of the good things about traveling is you can take the time to date. And I have fun. And I have the financial freedom to go and do what I want. And that's how I do it. I meet someone and I say, hey, I'm going here tomorrow. Do you and a friend want to come? All right, well, I'll be there. If you want to come, you come. If you don't want to come, not a big deal to me. I've had more than one date that way. I'd just be honest with, bring a friend because I feel much more comfortable. And I don't mind having a crowd. I don't mind having an entourage. That's how I used to do it back in Korea. I think travel, food, friends, and freedom. That's the three F's: food, friends, and freedom to travel. Three F's. My friends are really important to me. That is the number one thing that keeps me going. And that's why I'm such a good mood today, knowing that I'm going to be seeing Lady Sarah. Whereas like a week ago or a month ago, it was like, I'm not going to see her till February, which was like just devastating to me. Even though I was going to be meeting up with other friends and people, she's an important part of my life. She's my best friend. So seeing her in October is just, she was like, she's also happy. And she's also happy that I'm going to get to meet her mom. That's going to be an important step in our friendship, because her mom is very important to her and I'm very important to her. So she wants the two most important people in her life to know each other. What else? Freedom. When you have freedom, to travel, to go where you want, to do what you want, it's refreshing. It is stress-free. It allows you to be able to live life without having life live you, which is what I have tattooed on my arm. Learn to live life. Don't let life live you. The other tattoo I have on this arm right here in Korean says dashinun, which means never again. So I'll never get married again. Sorry, I just got a notification. Work. Anyway, having that financial freedom to take someone out on a date, because again, I'm a traditional man. Lady Sarah pays her own way, but if I'm asking a woman out on a date, I'm gonna pay. Especially since, for example, I'm in Philippines. The cost of doing something is not cheap, and the cost of living in that country is very low. So the salaries are not. I'm not going to ask someone to pay for the thing I want to do, right? Now, I've met some financially independent women in Thailand. The last girl I dated she owned a seafood distribution company. She was the owner of it. She was like 34-ish. So, which was good because she was always busy. She was never had free time. And when she did, we met up, which was perfect. And we got to go out and eat great seafood all the time because she knew the best places. So I had a great time. And she knew everybody. She was infamous, which could be a double-edged sword. Anyway, and freedom, like I said, freedom to travel, freedom to meet up friends, freedom to eat whatever food I want, freedom to date, freedom to do whatever I want, financial freedom. What drives me in the short term? So for this year and next year, so for the next 2 years, what drives me is my vacation time with Lady Sarah and hopefully Princess Jasmine if she can get away. Working to achieve that financial goal that I have. And then in the near term, so 3 to 5 years, is to find a place to settle down. Right, to find that magic place. I'm kind of off Pattaya right now because it's just, number one, it's too expensive. Number two, it's too alluring. The problem with Pattaya is that if you have a lot of free time, you get bored and you go out to the bars and clubs, and it's just not conducive to a healthy lifestyle. I mean, you can live there and not do it, but I gravitate to that because that's who I know and the people I know. That's unfortunate. I do have friends who don't do that, but you know, they're in relationships and they're couples, and I'm not. Cebu is looking like a place where I could settle down in, but outside of Cebu, not on Mactan Island. It's too expensive. Outside of Cebu, in probably southern Cebu, outside the city, in the countryside, by the beach. You can probably live for like $400 a month, including rent. So that's another thing I in the near term. Near term for me is the next 3 to 5 years. Is continue traveling till I find that magic place where I can live, I can eat, I can sleep, and I can have fun. And I don't need a visa. And that's the other thing about the Philippines is I don't need a visa for 3 years. I can stay in the Philippines for 3 years. Now, another reason why I made my trip longer, my trip was originally going to be about 3.5 months. Now I've extended it to 5 months, is because of the visa situation. They have this like thing. So you can go to the Philippines and you get a 30-day, then you get a 29-day, then you can get like 1, 2, or 3 month extensions. You just keep extending them every 3 months. But it means taking almost a full day, or at least a half day, and then dropping off your passport and then picking it up, or paying way more money, like an extra $100, and having someone do it for you every 3 months. So that becomes expensive. So what I decided to do was get this new LVSSE, which is a long visa, something. And when I land at the airport, I get my 30-day tourist visa, immediately go to immigration at the airport and apply for this 6-month visa. It is about $40 more than doing it every month or whatever it is for the 5 months I'm going to be there. But I don't have to go to the immigration. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. I have the 6-month visa and that's it. Go once to immigration and that's it. It's done. So then I can take that and then I get a alien registration card and I can go to the bank and open up a bank account because I've already spoken to the bank. That's what I need. So I'm going to do all that on the first day. On the first day, as I land, I'm going to get my new visa. So the processing will take a day or so. I have to go back and get the visa on the second day, my passport and everything like that. So on the second day, I get my passport from the airport, and right across the street from the airport is the bank. which I will go and make my application to. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to do it, because the bank has told me to do it online first. Because when you go to the branch, they kind of say no, because they don't want to process I don't want to say anything negative, but a lot of people have said they get denied. But when you do it online, you're talking to the head office. And as long as they check all the boxes, and then you present the paperwork at the bank, at the branch, you're good to go. Because I don't want to transfer money from Korea to Sri Lanka and then take Sri Lanka to Philippines cash. I'm going to do a little bit of cash for the first month, but then for the rest, I want to transfer money from Korea. Because if I transfer money from Korea to Sri Lanka, I'll have to pay income tax on that. Right? So it's just a waste just to carry cash with me. Now, the other thing I can do is just use my Korean ATM, but I pay fees. Why not just pay one fee one time and then have a Philippine debit card that I can use wherever I go? Now, Philippines is a very cash-based society, but there are some of the places I'll go to will use a debit card. Most of the other things I'll have to do is pay by cash, like 90%. Except when I go grocery shopping or go to a resort or something like that. But that I'll pay by credit card. I won't pay by debit card. But I don't want to have the cash sitting in my apartment, right? I want the cash safe in the bank. And if I make a couple percentage points in interest, and then having a bank account will be a good thing for my future, right? If I decide to continue living in the Philippines. So that's what I'm planning on. And because my friends who I've seen marrying and meeting really nice girls, getting married and they're devoted. It's the culture. It's that culture, man. Let me tell you something. I don't like people doting on me, but if someone chooses to and truly cares to do it, who am I to say no? And in the end, if that person benefits from my estate, it's a win-win for everyone, right? So, yeah, that's something in the back of my mind that I'm thinking of. Having someone who truly loves you and cares for you could be something that would be beneficial. Right now, I don't have time. I don't have time or the energy to devote to anyone. I'm just not interested in the stress, the drama. That's why I only casually date, because I'm not interested in long term. The average length of a relationship for me is 6 weeks to a few months. The longest term relationship I had in Korea, in the 17 years I was in Korea, was a year. And that was my Kazakhstan girlfriend, who didn't live in Korea, lived in Kazakhstan and came to Korea once every 2 weeks, once every month. And she was the first woman I ever went on vacation with, other than Dana, who wasn't a girlfriend, but she was the first woman I ever went on vacation with who I was dating. And she surprised me. I'm in Pattaya. She knew I was there. And she said, "Where are you?" She texted me, "Where are you?" "Oh, I'm in Pattaya now." And she goes, No. Where in Pattaya? I'm like, "Oh, I'm at this bar." And she goes, "Okay, here's where I am. Come and see me." It was like 3:00 in the morning. I was with Juan and his friend. And I said, "I'm out, boys." Take the bottle, I'm out. That was about 8 years ago. And jumped on I jumped in a taxi, and she was about 10 minutes south of Pattaya at a luxury hotel, and met up with her and spent the next 10 days with her. Greatest vacation ever. Greatest vacation ever. So it's those little things. What else do I like? I love to play video games. Love video games. Right now, I'm replaying Homeworld, and I'm going to start Homeworld 3 again. I was playing Eve online, but I didn't like it. So now I'm trying Elite Dangerous, which I kind of like, but I don't have the time to play it. And it's a game where you have to like spend a lot of time in. I don't have that kind of time. I like to play a game for like 1 or 2 hours. That takes a long time to play, like strategy games, like Men of War, Assault Squad, Call of Duty, Sniper. I used to play Medal of Honor, but they haven't come out with another game in a while. Sorry, it's my So sorry, just my landlord asking me a couple of questions. My landlord in Cebu. So I got a great deal. My God, I can't believe almost 50% off the Airbnb price. I'm pretty sure I could have got it even lower. So the first price I got it reduced, and then the second reduction I got basically gave me a month free. So I love it. It's a luxury 2-bedroom condo, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, all utilities and internet included, high-speed internet. Plus she's giving me an office chair. It has a desk, workstation, pool, and it's not even 5 minutes by scooter to the beach. You can walk to the beach, but because there's no direct road, you have to go out and back around instead of like, so for example, from here, like from here to there, like from here to the ocean, you can't walk straight. You have to go this way and then this way and then back to the ocean. So because there's no direct road from the condo to the ocean like this, like you're seeing in my background. But just the way the way the roads are there. Maybe there is. I'm just not seeing it on the map, but I'll figure it out when I get there. But I'm gonna have a scooter, and we'll figure out the logistics of transportation when we get there. So I'm going to arrive 2 days before. I will arrive on Thursday morning, and Sarah will arrive early Sunday morning. So I'll have 2 days before she arrives to set up the place and everything like that. I mean, she's paying for it, but my landlord has the second unit. So it's always good to deal with people who you know, right? So she is checking for me. She says she has a place. If not, there's if she doesn't have a unit, I saw another one that is, you know, same price, like cheap price. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up for today, guys. I got to get ready for work. I want to thank you for joining me. Truly appreciate it, especially my new friends Ocean View and Carcerate. Truly appreciate you taking the time to say hi and join the conversation. Please join me every Wednesday and Sunday for live stream at this time. Monday and Friday for uploads, new videos. Click that bell icon so you're notified when a new video comes up. And the shorts are every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We'll see you all on the other side. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy. Please be good to each other. And remember, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. We'll see you all on the other side.